Guys, I just thought I was live for like 5 minutes. I was freaking out and I wasn't live. But yes, they announced it. They announced it. Watching the live right now. Oh my. All right, we're watching this.
There we go.
Okay.
Dude, the leaks were exactly right. That's exactly what the Joy-Con looked like. It looks a little more peach, I would say, on the right one. Dude. They were right. Not a single game is being shown on the screen. It's just the system. Wow. So this is the official Nintendo YouTube channel. I'm not trolling. It's announced. Okay, Mario Kart, they are going to show some games. Okay. Plays Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. Both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Okay. That's good to confirm. Dude, you're right. That was super underwhelming, to be honest. But I'm excited that we finally like have it. But I can't believe they didn't give a launch date. No pre-order date, no launch date. Dude, they are mad. They didn't want to give us anything. Yeah, the logo was right. The Joy-Cons are right. All of the leaks were correct. The dock is correct. Dude, what the heck? Dude, I was ready to like live stream for hours all day, and it's just like, it's here. And they haven't even tweeted yet. Is this, so this is the side? What? That's crazy. You don't, so like where the Joy-Cons connect, you don't really see any connections. Or is that the bottom? Did I? No, yeah, that was the side. Yeah, got the speakers right here. Couple of screws. Bottom USB-C port, nothing's different at all. Volume, power. I thought there was a top USB-C port. There it is. Okay. What's this goofy jazz music? I don't know, dude. Ask Nintendo. I'm shocked it's called the Switch 2. I didn't think they were going to go the Sony route and number their console. Well, I think that they have to call it the Switch 2 just because when you have a console that's like backwards compatible, you want to try to keep the same naming convention, right? Like Xbox always says Xbox before the thing. Even though it's Microsoft, right? Like you could say, oh, Nintendo always says Nintendo, but that's like the company. It's, you know, it's the Microsoft Xbox and then the thing, and then it's the Sony PlayStation, then the thing. So it's going to be Nintendo, and because it's backwards compatible, Switch, and then the thing. I mean, I guess with the Wii and the GameCube, they didn't do that. But with the 3DS and the DS, normally they do that. So if they ever release a console and it's going to be a brand new thing that doesn't work with Switch. Then they would then might come up with a brand new name. But I think Super Nintendo Switch, I think the problem with that and the reason they didn't go with that or something else is because of what happened with the Wii U. And I think to some consumers, especially like kids or like parents buying for their kids, which is a huge part of Nintendo's fan base, they might just think it's similar to when the Wii U came out, that it's just like, oh, it's just an upgraded Switch. My kids don't need that. So by putting the number 2, it makes it clear even for like the most casual fans. You know what I mean? Hey, if you guys haven't dropped a like on the stream, please feel free to do so. See if we can get 100 likes on this short stream. Yay, Mario Kart 8 again. That's funny. Hold on, I want to see. I think it was Mario Kart 8, but like, what if it was secretly like the new Mario Kart and they were just being sneaky? Wait, I want to see that comparison real quick. So the new Joy-Cons are way bigger, and like for us adults, adult-sized people, that's going to be really nice for our hands. I'm pumped about that. Okay. I'm excited for Splatoon 3 Sand Run being able to run without slowdown. Yeah, I mean, we're all excited for the increased performance for sure. Oh, yo, Billy, aka Lablorsta Times on Twitter, just made a really good point at the very end. Hold on, we'll go back and see the analyzing, but they actually did say one thing. They say it here. Yeah, right here. Nintendo Switch Direct, April 2nd, 2025. So that is really bad because if they're not going to talk about this again till April 2nd, I bet it's funny. I bet they maybe wanted to do April 1st and then they're like, we can't do it on April Fool's Day. Push it back a day. But if they are doing it a direct on April 2nd, that means there's going to be no pre-orders until April 2nd. Most likely. Because they're not talking about it again till then. I don't know. And then if they don't start pre-orders till April, when's it coming out? Because the PS5 started pre-orders like 2.5 months before it came out. So 2.5 months from April is like almost July. But maybe they'll just do 1 month. Maybe it'll come out in May, or maybe it will come out in April, and they'll just have the pre-orders and it'll be like bang bang. I don't know. This is uncharted territory for me. But let's throw some music up in the background. We're gonna mute this because not really a big fan of whatever's going on with that music. So where are you guys getting April release from? It's just saying, it's not saying that it's coming out. It's saying that there's a Nintendo Direct about the Nintendo Switch 2 April 2nd, 2025. Dude, no, it'd be really funny to tweet this out and just be like, there will be no mention of the Switch successor in this presentation. Hold on. There's a song that's been like a vibe for me lately. Let's put that on. Dude, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I'm kicking myself though because I wanted to go live at 7:30 a.m. and I pushed it back, so I wasn't live the second it dropped. I was live like a couple minutes after. But it's not a big deal. And I was gonna be live for the midnight PS5 collection, but it's already live everywhere and it's not selling out. So if you're interested in the PS5 midnight collection, all the links are in the description. Check IGN. All right, hold on. Oh wait, guys. All right. The Nintendo Switch 2 experience. Experience it firsthand. Get hands-on with the Nintendo Switch 2, the successor to the Nintendo Switch system, at events in New York, Los Angeles, and Dallas. Ticket registration begins January 17th at 12 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Time. A free Nintendo account is required to enter. Tickets will be made available through a free-to-enter, randomly selected drawing. So they're going to let people play the Switch 2 tomorrow? This hands-on. Experience it firsthand. Dude. Wait. Okay, oh, sorry. Your registration's tomorrow. You can experience it hands-on April 4th to 6th, 11th to 13th, or 25 to 27. So, we know it's not releasing before April 27th, because the hands-on previews go until April 27th. So at the earliest, it's releasing April 28th, but probably May. It's probably a May release. Okay. That's good information to know. All right, we are going to crop that image.
I'm standing on the edge of a cliff. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a
Oh.
dragonfly. Just grab my hand from him, send with me tonight. I run away.
The heck? All right.
We'll never forget the past, but what counts is
Yeah, it. Yeah, it's Switch 2, Suzanne. That's correct.
even if it hurts me or I get scared. Just come take this risk now. We'll be prepared. I run away.
There is Dallas. Okay, so the release date for the Switch 2 cannot be earlier than April 28th, as there is a hands-on preview in Dallas on April 27th. Looks like, realistically, May at the earliest. Source. All right. Nintendo already showed it. So, for anyone that just got here, we'll watch the trailer again. It's super underwhelming. It's still exciting, even though it's underwhelming. So I'll watch this fully through once without pausing, and then I'll go back to breaking it down a little bit. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't. We're almost at 100 likes. So yeah, it starts out with them showing the Switch 1. Yo, Chunties, thank you so much for that. You gotta help me with pronouncing that, buddy. That's a tough one. Yeah, it's a very LED screen, not no LED. Yeah, the leakers literally got everything exactly right. Crazy. Oh, look at that size difference. I love that. I love feeling some nice beefiness in my hands. Don't clip that. So, okay, another interesting thing. Remember people said... Okay, I lied. I'm going to pause it for a second. Where the... Okay. So, all right, right here. So this is the optical sensor, right? And remember, everyone was saying, oh, you're going to be able to use that as a mouse. They did not show that. They did not show it being used as a mouse. So that rumor may not be correct. The Amazon link is working. I had a different link in there at the beginning of the stream though. So if you might have came in early, I would just leave the stream and then rejoin it and then use the link in the description and it should work because the link I have for Amazon now is working. Yes, this is the real thing. I know it's crazy because it looks exactly like the leaks, but this is the official Nintendo trailer. Let's let it keep playing. Not, oh, it's in 1080p. Can I bump that up? Nope, they didn't. That's what they uploaded in. All right. Oh wait, they're kind of sliding around like a mouse. Is that supposed to like be hinting at it? Because there's no gameplay of them showing a mouse. Yes, Power Glover. You read my mind. You read my mind. I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, well, wait, hold on a second. Yeah. Okay, I think you're right. I think it is hinting at that. It's interesting they both can be used as a mouse too. Can you like dual mouse? I'm gonna just like go like this just for a second, just so you can see it's the official Nintendo of America YouTube channel with 9.65 million subscribers. Dude, in the first 24 minutes of this is crazy. Okay, this is blowing my mind. Obviously, it has like way more views now, but in the first 24 minutes of a brand new Switch 2 reveal, there was only 8,000 views because Nintendo didn't announce that they would be doing this. Yep, so Nintendo just tweeted as well. Let me pull up their tweet for you guys. All right. So right over here. Oh, I have a zoom in. Bring up the zoom in. Okay, it's zoomed into the wrong part, but I'll fix that. Heck. Oh, I was telling the opposite. Okay, I got it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We lost it. I got it. So yeah, this just says Nintendo Switch 2, the successor to the Nintendo Switch, releasing in 2025. And then I'll show you their last tweet, which is just basically just shouting out the direct in April. So many people are gonna see this and think the release date is April 2nd. Yo, what's up, Al Bundy? Anyone told Ninty Prime yet? Ninty Prime actually told me. He was gonna come on the live stream and we were getting it set up. Wait, guys, the Mario Kart they showed is the next Mario Kart. We gotta go back to that trailer. It's not Mario Kart 8. They showed the new Mario Kart, whether it's Mario Kart 9 or whatever they want to call it. It's so funny. They're probably going to call it something different because 9 isn't like a sexy number. So they're probably going to call it Mario Kart whatever. And then Mario Kart 10 will be like Mario Kart 10. But it's so funny that like for the Switch, which no one wanted a number, they're going to call it the Switch 2. And then for Mario Kart, they're probably going to call it something weird. So let's look at this. Yeah, that's not a track in Mario Kart 8. That's a new Mario Kart. That's not in Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 69. Dude, hell yeah, dude. Dude, Mario Kart is a launch title? Let's go. Mario Kart 8 too. That's actually pretty good. Okay. It was their best-selling game this generation. They have to launch it. I mean, when you say it like that, yeah. Mario Kart 9 to 5. It definitely looks cleaner than 8. Yeah. So hold on. Let's bring that back for a second. I want to hold on. I want to look at, I'll wait. I'll let you guys look at. Okay, so literally they just show it for 5 seconds. Okay. And that's just Mario Brothers Wonder. That's nothing new. And then Nintendo Direct. Okay. Wait, this is crazy. Look, it's docked, but you can still see the screen. I wonder if there's a reason, like a purpose for that. Dude, Mario Kart's sick. What I wanted to see was if I could see any new characters. Mario Brothers Circuit is what that says right there. That's the name of the track. Let's see. So Daisy, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, Mario, Luigi, Rosalina, Donkey Kong, and then was that Bowser at the beginning? Hold on. Pause it too. Oh, that's Wario. All right, right when it flips. Because that's Wario, but who are these two? I'm sure they're old characters. Oh, and there's a third one right there. I'm gonna analyze that later. Yo, what's up, Eric? They showed a new Mario Kart. That's kind of something. Let's see. Let's see. Wario just posted more pictures. I'm excited to see what people will find in here. Yeah, I can't really see any better. Guys, I think it might be June, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let me just confirm that's true. Okay, so you know the thing on their website that I just showed you? Where it's saying that you can preview the Switch hands-on? And there's one in April. There's a couple in April. The last one in the US is April 27th. So obviously, if the preview is April 27th, it can't release before then. But they have some international ones outside of the US as well. And the latest one is June 1st. So if they're having a preview on June 1st, that means it can't release before June 1st. Road to 200 likes. Let's go. Yeah, I appreciate you hyping that up. Yeah, exactly. I think we're all like very thankful that they finally announced it, even if it is kind of underwhelming. But new Mario Kart's sick. Yeah, you're right. It might release in July. It might release in August. I'm just saying it can't release any earlier than that. Like, if there's a preview June 1st, then it can't release, like, before that. Hey, how's my mic volume been, by the way? Because I didn't even... Normally, I play with that a little bit. I know when I first joined the stream, my volume was way too low. So just let me know how that is. Do I think a fall release? God, I hope not. They'll stretch it to a November leaf. That would be terrible. So basically, we want more info. Yeah. Nope. It's not releasing before June. We've got till at least till June. Not as hype as the OG Switch reveal trailer, though. Oh yeah, I agree. You're leaning towards September release. I could see that actually. Kind of makes a lot of sense. Oh, there is a little thing in here. Okay, that's what they connect to. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be the same release day worldwide. Exactly. That's why it can't happen before June. So pre-orders are probably gonna be March at the very earliest, but I would guess for pre-orders starting in April. It could be March though. But I would say probably no pre-orders for the next like month and a half. Let me go back to their website. Hold on. So where do I find like the international events for the Nintendo Switch like preview? Hold on, let me Google it. Nintendo Switch 2 experience June. Okay. Hong Kong, Seoul, and then Taipei is to be announced, so that could be even after June 1st. Oh, I see. It's at the bottom. It's right here. It's scrolling. The new games must not be ready or something. That's why it was delayed to this year anyways. I mean, maybe. But Nintendo's actually the only company that actually gets their games out, like, on time. All right, so we're seeing them all scroll. Dude, should I go to the one in New York? I'm gonna register. I could make Toronto happen too. New York's the first one, so all right. All right, well, I got my screenshot. Crop that out. We'll throw in another circle. I like the circles.
Oh, you tell me stories. You tuck me in.
Mm.
I'd fall asleep to the screaming, sound machine always speaking, left emotional scars. Now I'm 21,
All right, that's fine.
a soul of 50 years. And now that
Okay.
you are gone, I'm doing things that I
Hmm.
didn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21.
Eh.
Yeah, I play you my favorite songs on a car ride while you list me all the people that left you in your life. Oh, oh, oh. And you smoke on your chair while I was trying to sleep. I smell the smoke in the air, but that was normal for me. I didn't know. I didn't know. But now I'm 21. A soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. Feels like I'm 50 years.
Okay. Sorry about that. There's 245 people watching. Like the stream. That's good advice. That's real good advice right there. Well, we'll play my physical game, so yep, I'm getting one. Click on that country's flag at the bottom of the webpage. What are you talking about? Oh, I see. You're genius. Here's my problem. I don't know which one is Saul. And even if we did, if I clicked on it, we wouldn't be able to read any of it. But, I mean, we found it. It's right there. Like the stream people, this man is doing God's work. Well, I think we were just all just curious and waiting, but you know, if me being excited for Switch 2 is God's work, then thank you, God. You gave me a great job. Man, it's crazy. We thought we might have it in April, like it would release in April, and now we might be having to wait till like September. We're waiting till at least June. But yeah. Yeah, let's go check out that trailer again. All right, I'm gonna do an uninterrupted breakdown of this real quick. I'm gonna repeat myself on a couple things, but I just want to everything that I think is significant. So before it shows the Switch 2 screen, just take a look at the bezels around the original Switch. Keep in mind the OLED has almost no bezel. But that is the original Switch LED, which Switch 2 is LED, not OLED. I'm sure an OLED one will come out later. But look at how much of the screen is not used by the bezel. Okay, there it is. That's still a bigger bezel than I'd like to see. And the old Switch was like less than 7 inches, I think. And this one's supposed to be 8 inches. Okay. All right, the bottom looks like exactly the same. There's the big difference between the top is there is also a USB-C port on the top, which is not true for the original Switch. Better kickstand. I don't know if I like that kickstand more than I like the OLED kickstand, because the OLED one goes all the way across the back, you know, and it's all metal. There's not just two things that it's putting all its weight on. But I don't know, if that one's metal too, which it looks like it is, I'm sure it'll be fine. Joy-Con, bigger, and it's also thicker in the back. We'll see that. Okay, this looks much more of like a peach than the orange we saw in some of the leaks. I will say that. That's like the only difference I've seen for the leaks. Where's the micro SD slot? That's a good point. We'll look for that in a second. Yeah, that's way more peach. We see the optical sensor right there. Bigger. These buttons are way bigger than on the original Switch. And then same thing over here. And I just want to point out the optical sensors on both Joy-Cons. The way the buttons press actually looks different too. Because you know how on their regular Joy-Con they're kind of clicky? These look more like, I don't want to say mushy, but like more of like a softer press, like a PlayStation controller or like a Super Nintendo controller. And I actually like that better. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, see, they don't seem clicky. And there's no sound, it's just the music. But let's listen. Go back. Yeah, there's no sound. But maybe that's a good thing, because right now they do make a sound. They click. You can definitely hear it. And then right here, it's showing you, I think it's hinting that it can be used as a mouse with that optical sensor. That's why they're sliding around. And then click in right there. Magnetic. They gave that a sound. So the fact there was no sound for the button press might be a good thing. I don't see a micro SD card slot. I bet maybe it's under the kickstand. And there's Mario Kart 9, or whatever they're going to call it, the new Mario Kart. This is not Mario Kart 8. The dock, they're only showing the front of the dock right now, so we don't really see what the back is going to look like yet. The new Joy-Con grip has the Switch 2 logo. These look glossy instead of matte, the handles on the new grip. 2025. I think the optical sensor is a good thing. I think it's going to let you use the Joy-Con like a mouse, like this. Like this is on the surface and you kind of use it like a mouse. Which like is kind of a gimmicky thing, right? It's not going to be like how we play our games every day, but it'll probably be fun for certain things. And I think more options are definitely good. And this is the Nintendo Switch 2 experience, which you can pre-order. I mean, not pre-order. You can register for on the website starting tomorrow, where you can actually play the Nintendo Switch 2 in April, even though it's not coming out till June or later. In Dallas, Los Angeles, and New York City. Those are the 3 locations in the US. Oh, we got pre-order info. We got pre-order info from Best Buy. All right. Let me bring that up. Best Buy has a sign up for Nintendo Switch 2 notifications. Pre-order will most likely go up after the Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. Right, let's pull that up. Here is, I'll link it. I'll link it in the chat right now. Pre-order info. All right. All right, perfect. I don't believe it's actually real. I thought it was going to be fake. There you go. Where there's smoke, there's fire. It's a real one. Yeah, there's no price, no release date, none of that stuff. They're like, yes, it exists. It'll come out this year. That's all you get. We're almost up to 200 likes, by the way, guys. If we could hit that, that would be kind of sick. Ah, definitely going to be $400 to $500. Yeah, I think 400 is the minimum, and I could see 450. I don't think that Nintendo would do 500, but they might. I think that's not in the realm of possibility. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate you. So I got distracted by the pre-order info from Best Buy. But I think we were like right here, and I was looking for the micro SD slot. I didn't see it. I've been feeling good. Thank you, Killa. Yeah, that's okay. So we saw that. We saw the logo. Yeah, I would imagine the micro SD slot is underneath this skinny kickstand somewhere. It's interesting that like with this Joy-Con grip and the old Joy-Con grip, it went around the Joy-Con, and this one it doesn't because it's magnetic, so it just pops in there. The old one would slide in there and it would be like encased on both sides, but they even want to show that, so they have it like come off so you can see there's nothing like enclosing it. It's just like attached to the back, kind of. Okay, and then obviously this is awesome news that all the cartridges will work on Switch 2. However, certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on the Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared on the Nintendo website at a later date. I mean, that pretty much always happens, but it kind of surprises me that there would be Switch 1 games that wouldn't work on Switch 2. I'm sure there are very few. Nintendo Direct, April 2nd. And then the Nintendo Switch 2 experience, hands-on, events around the world. I'll be signing up for that, and that's it. That is it. $200 likes. Thank you so much, guys. John Smith says, me so horny. Yeah, well, me so disgusted, sir. That is nasty. You need to secure one on day one pre-order. I think that'll be your best chance is day one pre-order. Because that's when they have the most stock available, right? Two months sooner as I sees today. I wonder if I can just put this trailer on a loop while I talk. They have it on their website too, so let me see. Watch trailer. Oh, it's just their... Oh, wait. You can do it on YouTube, right? Hold on. Where the heck? Guys, I'm forgetting how to do this. Can you guys remind me how to loop something on YouTube? Oh, there it is. Done. Oh. So now I'm wondering when the third parties that aren't Nintendo that have been waiting for so long to announce their Switch 2 games, when are they going to do it? Do they have to wait till April 2? You know how I feel about the bots. We're coming for the bots. I'm gonna check if Target has any pre-order info. Yeah, nothing yet. I wish they showed the box, you know. I'm curious what that looks like too. The floodgates are officially open. But Nintendo might not want their developers to announce anything, even though they don't, you know, Nintendo doesn't control them, but like if you were a developer, would you want Nintendo to be mad at you? Or like, you know what I mean? So if Nintendo's like, please wait till April, most of them might. Nintendo might even be like, if you say something before the Direct, your game is no longer coming to Switch 2. Would be cool if the Best Buy pre-order notice link was also used to send a unique offer to pre-order when the time comes after April 2nd. It would be. That's not gonna happen though. Looks like a Steam Deck? That's funny. I think it looks like a Switch. I think it looks much more like a bigger Nintendo Switch than a Steam Deck. I mean, one of the coolest like new feature, still didn't tell us what this button does. And what's interesting was everyone said this was the C button, but in the trailer, it doesn't have any logo on it. It's just a button. But the coolest feature is definitely that you can use the Joy-Cons as a mouse like this, right? And they took that from the Lenovo Legion Go. That's because that was a feature that Lenovo kind of came up with. And obviously all those consoles, like the fact that you could take the controllers off, they copied Nintendo. Nintendo copies them. Everyone like gets ideas and builds up on each other. That's true for anything. That's true for music, movies. People just use each other's ideas and then add to them and improve them. All songs are the same 4 chords. So this is random. This is one of the oldest YouTube videos there is. It's one of my favorites. So it's in really low quality. This is like early YouTube, but it's about this guy basically saying how all songs are literally the same 4 chords. And it's kind of amazing. And I know we're talking about Switch 2, but I think we should take 5 minutes to watch this. All right? I think it'll be more exciting than watching that Switch 2 trailer over and over. We'll go back to the Switch 2 trailer because more people are going to come in here. But for the people that have been hanging, this is going to be a treat, I promise.
I'm gonna leave you with this little story. It's about this piece of music. It's a very popular piece of music. I'm sure you all know it, but I'll sing the melody right now. Just yeah, Pocket Bell's Canon in D. It was a big hit in the classical world, and I know this because I'm a geek. I know what you're thinking. It's like, Rob, you can't be a geek. You play guitar. You're so cool. Okay, you weren't thinking that, but I was. Well, I haven't always been this cool because I haven't always played guitar. I started out on the cello.
Soul Man.
Yeah, cello is a wonderful, beautiful instrument. It's cool to be an adult that plays the cello. Being a kid that played the cello sucked. Because there's no way to be cool when your instrument is larger than you. When you walk to school with the cello, you're like a wounded gazelle on the Serengeti, man. The bullies just smell you coming from a mile away.
Yo, what's up, Big Dig?
Ooh, I don't know what that thing is, but I know I'm gonna break it. But I put up with all of the abuse because I love the music that we played. I love everything we played in orchestra, except this. I hate Pocket Bell's Canon in D with a passion. I hate it so much because the cello part is the worst cello part ever written in the history of cello parts. It's 8 quarter notes that we repeated over and over again. They are as follows. D, A, F sharp,
Dude, when he starts doing all the songs that have this progression,
G,
at first
A.
it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah,
And
there's
that's
a couple,
all we
but
got to
then
play.
you'll, like, songs
We
that you
repeated
didn't think
those 8
sounded like
notes
this at all.
54
Like,
times.
it blows your mind.
I counted. Because I had nothing else to do. I would sit back and listen to the violins get lovely melodies, the violas would get lovely melodies, the second violins would get lovely melodies, which should just not happen. And the cello, we got stuck with 8 crappy, lousy, stinking notes. And I began to wonder why. Why would Pachelbel do that to us? Such a beautiful instrument. And my theory was he once dated a cellist. And she dissed him really bad. And so for the rest of his life, he came up with the worst cello parts he could ever think of. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't hear him every day. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Rob, don't listen to classical radio anymore. It doesn't matter. Pachelbel's following me. It sounds paranoid, but he's following you too. You hear him every day. I don't know, I went to my step-nephew-in-law's 8th grade graduation.
All right, here we go.
And their graduation song was a song by Vitamin C. No. As we go on, we'll remember. La da 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 da. So on the drive home, I turned on some classic rock, some Aerosmith. There was a time when I was so broken-hearted. La da 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 da. So I got home, I thought I'd clear my mind with some folk music. No, listen children to my story, it was written long ago. They do Pachelbel just like everybody does Pachelbel, just to torment me. I don't even go to Taco Bell anymore because it sounds too close. I hate Pachelbel with a passion. I don't even know his first name. It's probably Johann. They're all named Johann. When you think about it, he's the original one-hit wonder. He had one hit 300 years ago. It's my cross to bear my entire life. Where are they now? That's what I want to know. Where are you now, Pachelbel? VH1's I Love the 1790s. Where is it? And if he would just stay away from music that I loved, it would be better, but he won't. He is shameless. He will follow me to the ends of the earth. I went to Horde Festival thinking, no, he couldn't possibly follow me to the Horde Festival. But you know who was at the Horde Festival? Blues Traveler. So that means that Pachelbel was also at the Horde Festival. Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in. We're in Berlin or in Tin. Make a desperate move and then you're in. So I figure I'm going to listen to punk rock for the rest of my life. No dice. Do you have the time to listen to me whine? You know I'm getting really bored, 'cause all songs have the same damn chords. Punk music is a joke, it's really just baroque. Am I just paranoid? Na 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 na. I wanna push you around, well I will. I wanna push you down, well I will. Wow, it's been good living with you. And my machine head is better than the rest. My machine head is better than the... See the stone set in her eye, see the thorn twist in her... I'm all out of faith, this is how I feel. I'm cold and I'm ashamed, lying naked on the floor. He was a boy, she was a girl. Could it be any more obvious? We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. On your mark, get set and go now. Got a dream and we just know now. No woman, no cry. When I find myself in times of trouble, Pachelbel's always following me. I'll see you in hell, Pachelbel. Oh, Pachelbel, Pachelbel. I'll see your ass in hell. I'll see you in hell, Pachelbel. Thank you so much, Penn State.
Anyways, I just love that, so thank you for watching it with me. We'll throw this back up in the background while I chat with you guys again.
I know you told your
Whoa. Well, loud, buddy. Have any of you guys ever seen that before? I love that. I first saw that when I was in high school. I think like when it came out like 15 or 16 years ago. How old was I 15 years ago? 18, so even longer than that. Dude, it's crazy that I was 16 years old almost 18 years ago. What the fuck? Thanks for sharing. Hey, I'm glad you liked it. Oh, you want the link to that video? Yeah, I got you. Hold on. I'm glad you guys liked it. I'll post the link. Hold on. I wish he could they could fix the quality on it or whatever. Oh, this came out 18 years ago. So yeah, I was probably 16. Got 16 million views. And he only has 29,000 subscribers. There you go. That was great. It made my morning. Thanks, Jake. Nope, never saw it. Hey, I'm glad you liked it. It sucked. Dude, John Smith. Hey, aren't you the horny one? Sorry that it didn't help you with your horniness, John Smith. Do you expect Switch 1 games to go to... Chat, he was like spamming the chat that he was horny earlier. That's why I said that. It wasn't completely out of pocket. Do you expect Switch 1 games to go down in price? Just got a Switch 1 around Christmas, and I'm not going to buy a Switch 2. I would expect them to at some point, yeah. Probably like Nintendo Selects or something like that. I'm sure, you know, all games go down in price when the new system comes out, and then when the system after that comes out, they start to go up in price. Like when PS4 was out, PS3 games were super cheap. The PS5 came out, a lot of PS4 games got cheap, but PS3 games got expensive. And yeah, but during Switch 2, Switch 1 games will definitely get cheaper. But I don't think they'll be like cheap necessarily. Hold on, it looks like Ants Online just tweeted. What do those dirty old bastards say? Oh. They just said I want it now. Okay. Bloomberg just put out a report that says that before the announcement, Nintendo had prepared a supply chain network that will allow the company to sell more than 20 million units in its first year. That compares with the current Switch's sale of around 15 million units in its first 4 quarters. Okay. So what does that mean for supply for us? So how many PS5s sold the first year is what I'm going to look up. Because if it was 20 million PS5s in the first year, then that means the Switch 2 is going to be really hard to get. But if the PS5 only sold 10 million, the Switch 2 might be a little easier. PS5 first year sales. The PS5 sold 17 million in its first year. Nintendo Switch is going to be 20 million, which means, fuck, it's going to be hard to get.
Mr. Brick Thump, let's go.
The world has been broke down. The world is just announced. The final time is now. The final time to bow. But I will not get down. For you can't force me now. Awakening is clear. I could show you how. I could show you how to fight them.
Where am I? Planet Earth. The year is 2025, and the Nintendo Switch 2 has just been announced. Hopefully the bezel is smaller than what was shown. I mean, I wouldn't count on it. They can do raids on YouTube now? Oh, I sure can. Are you guys coming from a raid or something? Yo! Yo, what's up, Nate? Nintendo Prime. Guys, I'm gonna be live tonight to talk about this with a bunch of other men with facial hair as good as or better than mine. There's a guy with a mustache that is gonna make you... You know what? We're all gonna be talking about the Switch 2 reveal, and it's gonna be on Nintendo Prime's YouTube channel. So, if I go over to Nintendo Prime... We'll take a look at last night's live stream that I was also on. Look at that glorious mustache man. Thing is beautiful. I want to put like coconut oil in it and just want to. The Switch 2 era has begun. It's Jakeception. Yeah. I don't think my beard is like terrible, but like look at Andrew and fuck. I didn't mean to drop an F-bomb, so like I don't mind cursing, but I don't like to do it so rudely. Be so crass. Anyway, but look at that's what his beard does to me. Look at that puppy. We gotta get Eric to grow his beard, kick off Flavlam permanently, and call it the Bearded Podcast. The Beard Bros. Oh, I think that's already a thing. My underwear flew off on their own. Dude, Scott Free says some funny stuff in the chat. Yo, well, thanks for the raid, Nate, by the way. I appreciate you. All right, let's go back to this puppy. I know that we've seen this trailer 1,000 times already, and it just came out. But it's nice to keep on in the background for people that are just joining the stream. Haven't seen anything yet. Dude, I'm curious if Spawnwave, because he recorded that before the Switch was announced. I'm curious if Nate the Hate told Spawnwave, hey, it's for sure happening right after your show. You should leak it on what's Spawnwave's video called? On like Game News, whatever it's called. Why am I blanking? Just after 5 a.m. Pacific time drop, I was sound asleep. Yeah. I'm kicking myself because I was going to go live at 7:30 a.m., which would have been perfect. But I waited till 8:15 and they dropped it. But that's okay. Not the end of the world. I thought it was going to have to be live like all day. You know, you always prepare for the worst. And they're like, nope, here you go. Which is kind of nice. Newswave. Thank you. Thank you, Newswave. Two and a half months from full reveal, looking like a late June release. Well, we have evidence that it's not going to release before June. We have solid evidence of that, which I shared earlier, but for the new people, I'll share it with you as well. So, also the pre-order info is already up on Best Buy. So I tweeted it, but it's pinned to the chat. You can sign up for their notifications, and they said pre-orders aren't going to be happening till after the Direct in April. That's for Best Buy. I'm sure Nintendo has said something to retailers, but obviously sometimes a retailer might put their pre-orders up before then. I would expect pre-orders to go up on April 2nd, right after the Direct. And then, so here's why the release date cannot be before June. They're having hands-on previews of the Switch 2. And they have one for June 1st, as you can see right here. So, using common sense, if there is a preview on June 1st, that means the console is not released yet. So, the Direct giving us information on the Switch 2 is on April 2nd. However, they're still doing previews up to June 1st. So the absolute earliest it can get released is June 2nd. But it could be released in September, you know, anytime. So it's anytime after June. So their first quarter starts at the end of March, I think. So I would assume that they would want to do it at the start of a quarter. So either around June, but if it doesn't happen in June, I would say September, because then they would get it out right at the beginning of their third quarter. It's not going to be the end of May. They can't release the console before the previews are over. So I would say June or September. But I hope June, and June makes so much more sense. June would be like exactly what PlayStation and Xbox did in terms of time from the April Direct to the release. So I really think June. Yeah, I'm really disappointed about the screen too. I think they should have had an OLED option at launch. But I think they decided that people are going to buy it no matter what, and they could make more of them if they didn't go OLED. So OLED will be launched later. And they're going to continue their thing of trying to get most hardcore gamers to buy more than one Switch. You know, they always try to get you to buy more than one of their handhelds by releasing upgraded versions. And they're going to do that with this one. They want people to buy this one and then buy the Switch 2 OLED, and then buy the Switch 2 Lite or Mini or whatever. Gonna be hard going from OLED back to this. Yeah, I mean, I agree to some extent. Oh, by the way, if you want to drop a like on the stream, it's greatly appreciated. We're trying to get to 300 likes. Let's see. The June launch gives them plenty of time to fill the supply, avoiding a scalper situation. Oh, so I'm glad you said that. I have an update on that as well. Bloomberg just reported that Nintendo revealed to them before this announcement that the company will has a supply chain that will allow them to sell more than 20 million units in the first year, which sounds like a lot. That's like the Switch 1's best years. They sold like around 20 million. They did that like every year. But wait, why is I was looping this. All right. But in the first year, the demand is greater than 20 million units because everyone's going to be wanting it. So to put it in comparison, how many people in here think that in its first year, the PS5 was easy to get? Was the PS5 easy to get, or was that difficult? I would say it was kind of difficult, right? It was like really difficult. How many units do you think the PS5 sold in its first year? 17.3 million. So pretty much the same as what Nintendo's trying to sell. So Nintendo will be a little bit better, right? Like 10% better. That's still going to be really hard. And the thing with the Switch is the PS5 had the Xbox came out at the same time. So some people bought the Xbox instead of the PS5. The Switch 2 is coming out with no other competition coming out at the same time. It's all Switch. So if you combine PS5 and Xbox sales for the first year, it's way more than 20 million, right? And those were both hard to get. Nintendo Switch is only 20 million, and there's no other thing to offset it. So the Switch 2 for the first year is going to be tough. But we're going to be streaming every time there's a drop on this channel. And I have inside access to sources that work at like Target, Walmart, Best Buy, that will let me know when the drops happen ahead of time. And I'll announce them on Twitter, which you can follow me in the description below. Or you can subscribe to this channel with notifications on, because that's what this channel is known for. That's what it does. This channel has basically been a dead channel the last couple of years because nothing new has come out, and now I've like come out of hibernation for the Switch 2.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young
Well, I helped a lot of people. Like, I understand wanting to wait to get it because you don't want to go through the PS5 BS. But like a lot of people that weren't able to get the PS5 would come to my streams and stuff, and then they were able to get it. Because basically what would happen is during my streams, when you're on a website and you're trying to do it by yourself, it's super frustrating. But during the stream, everyone was doing the same thing. So like one person would find a workaround or a backdoor way, and then share it with the chat, and then we'd all use it. So it was really awesome. Like I got featured on the Today Show like a month after the PS5 came out because I helped so many people with pre-orders, and then like a year later when the PS5 was still hard to get, I was featured in the New York Times. So this channel is literally the secret sauce for pre-ordering hard to buy stuff. So when you are ready, whether it's at launch or a year down the road, I've got your back if you want some help. See, I would be considering being done with consoles as well. However, Nintendo games don't come to PC, and I love Nintendo games. I got a PS5 from you. Helped me out a lot. Oh, good. I'm glad I was able to help you, Nintendo. Nintendo Let's Play. Remember to turn those notifications on, especially close to the pre-order time. Exactly. Yo, we're close to 300 likes. I feel like we can get there. Jake, I will need your help. I'm having my first child in June. Well, tell your wife to put that off. You gotta get the Switch 2 first. You know, congratulations. That's awesome. You must be super excited. Switch 2. I am very glad that they announced it. Now, if you guys don't mind, I do want to geek out about something, and since you guys are Switch fans, I think you'll actually really like this. Now, this isn't a sponsored thing. I just like to talk about things I'm passionate about. And I recently, hold on, I want to turn my lights off for a second. I recently got this device, which looks like a a Game Boy Advance SP, but it has like 4 buttons instead. And I got it from a company called Ambernick, and it was only 60 bucks, right? And it has every single Game Boy Advance game ever made, as well as Game Boy, Game Boy Color, PlayStation 1, PSP, N64. So, for example, I'm going to boot up N64 right now. And we'll put a game on screen. Hold on. Why can't my camera pick that up? It's playing Ocarina of Time. You can kind of see it. It's like too bright for the camera. Hold on. I wonder if I turn the brightness down. There we go. So I've been just geeking out and playing with this so much, but like one of the things I love about it is that you can fast forward up to like 50 times. So when I'm playing like Game Boy Advance RPGs or Super Nintendo on here, and I want to level up, I just do the maximum speed, and I can level up in like 2 seconds. It's awesome. Yeah, it's as long as you own your own ROM files, it's legal. But I'll show you guys where I got it. But I just got another one that has analog sticks that I'm even more excited about. Yeah, this is the company. I should ask them to sponsor me because I'm like super... Oh, they just got this one too, which is like a Game Boy Advance. Like the old school one. And it also has a lit up screen. They have a bunch of different colors. This one just came out like 2 weeks ago. And this one came out... They had the exact same chipset. This one came out last year. But here, I'll share the link. I do not have the mod Retro Chromatic, and I'm probably not interested in that because that's more to actually play cartridges. And I'm kind of not into that. Does it have a cheat console built into the emulators? It does. It uses RetroArch or RetroArch. But I love it for playing Pokemon ROM hacks. Because there's so many Pokemon games that are like just as good as Nintendo's ones made by fans, and I just put them all on here. Like Pokemon Team Rocket Edition. Yeah, well, the reason this is better than even the custom shelled GBA with a backlit screen is the fact that you can fast forward. So yeah, this is like Pokemon Team Rocket Edition. So much glare and stuff going on. But so like that text is taking a long time, right? Well, let me just fast forward. Anyways, I am going to put the trailer up for a second. And I'm watching my sister's dog right now, and I think he needs to go outside. So I'm just going to let him out, and I'll be right back. Where did the trailer go? Dude, this only... Oh, wait. This is this... Yeah, this only has 25,000 views? That's crazy. Oh, you love that back? Oh, thank you, Thomas. Yeah, it's been my background for, like, the last, like, 4 years. So, okay, you should get the RG35 SP from Ambernick, not Amazon, because Amazon sells old units that aren't updated. You want to buy it shipped from China. It'll take like 3 weeks to get here, but it's the actual latest model. The ones that Amazon are selling are ones that shipped from China like 6 months ago, and they do upgrade them. So you actually want to buy it from them. But I have one that's even cooler than that I'm going to show you in a second. I'm just going to walk the dog, or not walk, just let the dog out real quick. And then I might grab my dog and bring him on the stream for a second too. But thank you guys for the 300 likes. We hit our goal, so if you haven't liked it, like it, but I'm happy. All right, I'll be right back. All right. So, my sister's dog is a husky. He loves being outside, but I'll have to get him eventually in a few minutes. This is Philip. All right, so let me show you guys the new thing that I'm super excited about. So, what's awesome about the one that I showed you, so what's awesome about this one is it's been out so long that there's custom operating systems that you can put on it that make it way even better and gets a lot of performance out of it. But a new one came out that's basically the same thing. It's basically like an SP like this, but it has analog sticks, which makes playing like N64 and PSP a lot better. In some PlayStation 1 games. It's crazy that like you can buy a handheld like this for $60 that can play all those games. But it's called the Miu Flip, and it actually has a better chipset. It's actually more powerful, so it plays N64 and PSP a lot better. But it's sold out everywhere, which sucks. But I've been tweeting when it comes into stock. I just want to see the trailer. Okay, here it is. So I love the white. I bought the white one. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video. I've actually started recording my video already. It's at my girlfriend's house. Otherwise, I'd show it to you right now because I already have my unit. It's 9:42 a.m. my time zone right now. But yeah, I love this white one with the pastel colors. That's the one I got. The yellow one I also like just because it's so weird. The Super Nintendo one is cool. And then I saw the black one in person, and it actually looks so much nicer than it does right here. So I actually like the black one too. But the only, like, their official store is on AliExpress. They have them on Amazon too, but you're going to be waiting a long time if you order from Amazon. Oh, you can buy it from them, it looks like, but it's more expensive. Hold on. They have an official storefront on AliExpress. So here it is on Amazon. Oh, I'll tell you when it plays in a second. Yeah, currently unavailable on Amazon even. So, and then where's the AliExpress one? So, oh, they don't even have the price on Amazon, but I think the price on Amazon is more expensive. So this is the official way to buy it. It's $80. So it's a little more expensive than the Ambernick. Wait, you know what? Yes. So this is for the Miu Flip. So you just want to bookmark that because it's completely sold out. It launched at the end of December, sold out, and they restocked January 5th, and it sold out in a few hours. Like I said, the Ambernick one is the one that I haven't even played my Flip yet, so I don't know how it is. And the Ambernick one has, like I said, the custom operating systems. So I've seen reviews for the Flip, and everyone's like, it's great, but it sucks right now because there's no custom operating system. So we're going to have to wait like a few months for that to come out before the Flip is actually really good. The way we had to wait for the Ambernick one to be good. But AliExpress is legit. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers on there, but that's like Amazon too. So as long as you're buying from a legit storefront, then it's legit. You just have to know what you're doing a little bit. I bought mine from AliExpress and I have it already. But you were wondering what this one plays, so I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna make a comparison video between this and the Miu Flip as well. All right. All right, let's take a look at playing stuff. Holter Peterson's channel. Oh, he doesn't have any gameplay. All right, so just typed in gameplay. So Retro Game Core's channel is like, I binge him all day, every day. I can't get enough. All right, performance. Okay, so this is him playing Star Fox 64, or no, Star Fox for the Super Nintendo. Final Fight or Streets of Rage? Final Fantasy 7, so PlayStation 1. See, this looks like more PS1. F-Zero. So it does a lot. Is that Grand Theft Auto? Yeah, it is. The GTA 3. So, yeah, and he's a very handsome man as well, so there's that. So that wasn't Windows XP. That was a custom theme to make it look like Windows XP, which was kind of neat. Is there more gameplay right here? Yeah. So this is original Game Boy. That's Metroid. Nintendo, Castlevania. Genesis, Sonic. N64, Wave Race. N64, Paperboy. Crazy Taxi, Dreamcast. Oh yeah, I can do Dreamcast too, I forgot. So for like PSP, Dreamcast, N64, not every game is going to run on it, but a lot of them do. So what is actually on the system when it shows up? It has a ton of games, like it has like... It just doesn't have some Nintendo ones, like Pokemon's and Mario's. It doesn't have those. But it has like Donkey Kong, like Metroid. It has over 1,000 games, I'm pretty sure. It has like the Final Fantasies. It has like pretty much every major release. Except for those specific Nintendo franchises. Yeah, no, it comes with all the games you want, really, except the ones I just mentioned. You can actually get it to come with even more games. So it doesn't tell you on the site that it comes with games or what games it comes with, and I think that's because they don't want to like admit that in the open. But if you go to the website, see how, okay, Silver 32, in parentheses, no game. That one actually still comes with some games on it. That's the cheapest one. Silver 64. That comes with an extra 64 card. They're both in it. You don't have to do any setup. And that comes with all the games on it. And that's still only $62.99. If you do the 128 gig, that comes with even more games. And it goes all the way up to 256 gig, which is $84.99. And that just comes with pretty much every game. You put more games on it. There's a guide. If you go to Retro Game Core's YouTube channel, he has a guide that shows you how to put more games on it. But basically, just go to Google and search Game ROMs Reddit. Click the first thing, and there is a website where you can download every game ever made for free. And then you just download the folder and open up your SD card of this on your computer and just drag the game into the folder of the system. So you can get it right here. Dude, I need to be sponsored by them. I'm sure people have bought it from them, but like, I don't know. I just like cool gadgets. It's fun. Especially if they're cheap like this, you know? You can just play around with it. But dude, I've been playing this so much because I literally can just throw it in my pocket, and because it's a clamshell, I don't care. Like, the screen's never gonna get scratched. And like, and here's the thing. If something does happen to it, it was $60. I don't care. I'll just buy a new one, take the SD cards out, and pop it in that one. Dude, 12-year-old me would have freaked out if I could hold something in my hand and play my PS1 and Game Boy Advance games on it, like all the games that I could ever want. All right. I'm going to show you guys like my game list. I'll show you my favorites. Well, here, you know what? I'll do it by system. So, like, here's all the systems I have. Hold on. It's not going to focus. And, like, there's such a reflection. And if I up the... Like, the screen is so nice. Like, you can't tell on here. The screen is really, really nice. If I up the brightness, then it's like... Oh, I guess you can kind of see. But it's not focusing. But yeah, you can see Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, N64. But like if I go into Game Boy Advance... Oh, and it comes with the artwork showing as well, but you can also add it for ROMs that you add. It's a little complicated, but there's guides on that as well. But yeah, so yeah. Come on. You can see, like, just, like, so many games. I think I have 300 Game Boy Advance games on here. And that's the other thing, is I put some Japanese games with English translations that were never released here on it. All the Pokemon games. And then the Pokemon ROM hacks, which don't have box art. But yeah, this thing's dope. I have a lot of PlayStation 1 and PSP games on it too.
Autonomy is an illusion.
So yeah, it's pretty sick. Sorry that like the camera's not picking it up that well.
Autonomy is an illusion.
But let's see, what's a popular... Battery life is great. It has a 3,000 milliamp battery, so you can probably get like 6 hours around on average. So I'm going to show you something kind of crazy on this right now. It can't play PS2, so it goes up to PSP. But on Ambernick's website, well, this is loading. I'll show you actually. Ambernick. They have ones that do play up to PS2. They're just not in this form. If you go to all products, handheld game consoles, so like this one, the 406H, which looks like a Switch, $160. That one can do GameCube, PS2, all that stuff. And they have ones, they have a huge range. You'd have to do research. I think this is their best one, the Ambernick RG556. And you can do PS2, GameCube, probably like a little Wii if it doesn't need the motion sensors that much. This is like the premium one. But like, I just like the ones that are super tiny that I can put in my pocket. That's the ones that I go for. Midnight Collection's already up. All the links are in the description. Yeah, the Midnight Collection is not selling out. Easy to get. I put all the links in the description for you. You can get it from Target or Amazon right now. You can get it from Sony starting at, oh, in like 5 minutes. Yeah, Switch 2 came out. Well, all right, this is what I want to show you. Little Big Planet for PSP, literally playing on like a Game Boy. Which is just kind of sick. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I'm not even looking at the screen, so I got myself stuck. All right. Get out of there. Get out of there, buddy. Dude, Astrobot is the new Sackboy. He took over. But yeah. That's cool. Yeah, if you guys are into it, hey, if I'll make the videos on it if they'll get the views, because I am super passionate about it. I would love to do that. Let me get the Switch 2 trailer back up for people that haven't seen it yet. Let me turn my lights back on actually. All right. I bought it from Ambernick. I'll link the website. You think it's going to be the Switch 2 is going to sell in August or September? It very well may. I think September is a safe bet, but I think it's more likely for June. I think June makes the most sense, but September is possible. They didn't say what the C button does. And look, hold on, let's go back. It actually doesn't even say C. It doesn't say, it's not a C button. It's just an unmarked button. But it looks like the Joy-Cons are going to be a mouse as well. They show that a little bit. And that's one thing I'm excited about is the buttons don't look clicky anymore. They look more like a PlayStation or Super Nintendo style. They could be still the clicky ones, but my most disappointing thing is that there's no D-pad still. It's still this. Like, come on. If people want this, that should be like the thing that they buy extra. They shouldn't have to buy a Joy-Con with a D-pad extra. The D-pad is what it should come with by default. But I get the fact that they want to have that so you can play like this, but whatever. That's a nitpick. But yeah, see that? The C button doesn't say anything. Well, in the renders and the mock-ups, this always had the letter C on it. That's why they called it the C button. But now that it's released, they don't have that on there. And then this is there's a new Mario Kart. So they only show this for 5 seconds. And people were like, it's just Mario Kart 8. But it's not. This track, Mario Brothers Circuit, is not in Mario Kart 8. So if you look at this, you can tell this is a completely new track. So this is Mario Kart 9 or whatever they're going to call it. And that's literally all they show. That's pretty much it. There's a little more Mario Kart. Because the Mario Kart 8 DLC is over. They're not doing any more Mario Kart 8 DLC. But yeah, Switch 2 is here. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in like stuff like this, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to do a review on the new one that I just got. And then I'm going to end up making a comparison video between this and that one. And if there's enough interest, I'll show you guides on how to like customize it and stuff like that. The other thing I like about it is playing those games on there. You can create save states, like if you've done it on Switch Online. So like if you're going against a hard boss or a hard fight or a difficult section, just create a save state, and then if you die, you instantly load the save state right back. Or you can rewind if you die. And like I said, leveling up in Pokemon, you can just fast forward 50 times speed. So it just makes those older games so much more easy to play and like more accessible. There's never really been a single player aspect of Mario Kart. I wish there was, like, you know, Diddy Kong Racing, Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing. They actually had story modes. Mario Kart never has, and that would be really cool to see. The PlayStation Midnight Black Collection should be available at Best Buy, yeah. I think the Switch will cost either $400 or $450. It could be, I could see it being $500, but I think it'll be $400 or $450. And I'm leaning towards $400 because it does not have an OLED screen. That is an LCD. Sony might be working on a handheld. There was reports of that. Guys, thank you for bumping the stream up to 325 likes, by the way. I appreciate it. Mission mode on Mario Kart DS was awesome. Oh, I don't really remember that. I actually did play that a lot. But I played multiplayer, like on road trips. It was awesome. You only needed one copy of the cartridge and you could play with like 4 other people. Oh, I prefer the OLED 100%. I think that it was easier to make as many units as possible by not making it OLED. And also, Nintendo wants people to buy more than one Switch, right? That's what they did with the original Switch. That's what they've done with every console they've ever made. So they want the original to have stuff that's missing so you can buy another one when they announce the Switch 2 OLED model. So pre-orders, I think, will happen right after the Direct on April 2nd. I think then they'll just go live everywhere. Best Buy already announced that you can sign up for pre-orders, and that's what's pinned in the chat. And then pre-orders are going up in April. I think it comes out in June, like late June. If you play 90% docked, then yeah, it absolutely does not matter. Do you guys mind if I insert an ad? I haven't inserted an ad the entire stream. But YouTube always likes that. But I'll wait. I'll wait till the chat gives me some feedback. And I'm genuinely asking, because if more people say no than yes, then I'm not going to do it. All right, thank you guys. I'll run the ad. A lot of you might not even see it, but I'm gonna run it. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, on the deep web you can buy a Switch for $700. That's a scam. Drop the ad to fund the Switch too. Well, thank you everyone that came to the stream, and all the new subscribers, and of course the returning subscribers. I appreciate you. Oh, you know what? There is one thing that you guys could do for me that I would really appreciate. If you could do it at some point today, but you totally don't have to. And that is watch my last video, which is the worst performing video on the history of my channel. And I knew it was going to be because it was a sponsored video for Temu. So I kind of expected that. But I worked really, really hard on it, and I think it's actually a really good video. It's just people like see the thumbnail and just don't want to click on it. Basically, I wanted to make an entire desk setup from nothing, with spending only $150 on Temu, and it's actually a setup for my girlfriend. So I highlight a bunch of really cool desk accessories in it. Like here's a clip from it. And so everyone, it shows the price, and there's links to all these products in the description. But basically, here. That's from this to this. Well, obviously I was making this desk for my girlfriend, right? So it's like targeted, you know, it's something I wanted her to enjoy. But like there's so many like cool like little moments of like editing like that in this video. Like look at the reveal at the end after I unbox everything. Hold on. Magnetic cord organizer holders, which you can find on their app for just 89 cents. Oh, Juan, you saw it? And now what you've all been waiting for.
This is the future.
Dude, Dude, I love making this part.
Evolution.
Anyways, if you guys want to add it, it's not the worst video, it's the worst performing video. Because it didn't even get 1,000 views. But if you guys want to add to that view count, if you don't watch it for at least 30 seconds, it doesn't count as a view. I say my girlfriend did it too much. Well, that's I'm making the desk entirely for her. So every single product I bought there was a reason for her. So I was trying to add to it by like explaining the meaning behind what the heck? Why is this open here? All right. Like I wanted to explain the significance of each item. So I knew I was going to be talking about her a lot, but I feel bad that I said her name too much, but I appreciate the feedback though. That's like, it's good to know. All right. I think my sister's dog is ready to come back inside. So I will be right back. Don't sweat it. Live and learn. All right. Be right back. You guys see Philip wagging his tail on stream? Buddy. All right. My music turned off though. Whoops. Way too loud. Sorry about that. Yeah, so Jacob, the Midnight Black collection has been available since before I started the stream. And all the links have been in there. They put it up on Amazon and Target at like 6 in the morning. They just did not care. Yeah, I think the pre-order date will be in April. I have links for the Midnight Black collection in the description. But yeah, add that video on your watch list to watch later. And drop a like on the video if you don't mind. I would really appreciate that, you guys. That helps out so much. And by the way, you can also like download Temu for free. Or you can get like a bunch of coupons if you download Temu and shop on there. And I genuinely do like shopping on there. That's the only reason I took the sponsorship, is because I've bought things from them a couple times in the past like year and a half. Joy-Con should be so much better. Massive improvement. Thoughts on a PlayStation Portal? It's not portable, it's Portal. PlayStation Portable came out in like 2005. 2004, I don't know, one of those. But thoughts on this puppy is it's passable. Sometimes because you're streaming, for me and the places I play it and the Wi-Fi connection there, it gets like kind of grainy, like the image quality goes down. It buffers basically sometimes for me. But if you play your PS5 a lot, I would say it's worth it. Because it is nice to like just like play in bed or whatever. And I like to play my Switch while I watch TV, so I like to do the same thing with the Portal. Hold on. So weird. My YouTube is like doing something messed up. Weird. I'll figure it out after the stream. Hmm. Oh, you use your porter a lot. Oh, Best Buy lets you pick it up on release day. PSP design still looks great. I agree. I agree. I built my own PSP a few years ago. I was gonna make a video for it, but I filmed so many things and I just got overwhelmed, so I never released a video. But so I bought a blue PSP shell, brand new, like a third-party one, and then I took a real silver PSP, so one of these puppies, and I ripped it apart and took all the buttons out of it and took the entire system out of it, and then put the entire system with the buttons in the blue shell, and I think it looks like absolutely fire. Let me turn off my lights again. But yeah, that color combo is so nice. That's the one that I built. Of course, I also hacked this and put every PSP game ever made on it. And then this one might be my favorite though. The classic God of War. That one's sick. Oh, AM, you have a great day too. Dude, all my handhelds over here. Just geek out. Oh, you said tinker around with PSPs? Oh yeah, I forgot. I put a brand new screen in this one too. Put a brand new screen and a brand new stick, analog stick. Oh, I upgraded the battery. That is correct. I did that as well. I forgot all the things I did to this, man. But yeah, I put a new battery, brand new screen, new analog stick. Obviously, it's a memory card that has the entire library on it, so I don't need to use the disk drive anymore. Red's your favorite color. The God of War looks amazing. It's classic. Yes, it is Mario Kart 9, Ryan. They show it for like 5 seconds. We don't know if they're calling it Mario Kart 9, but it's the new Mario Kart, whatever it is. Well, I guess I was wrong. It did come out nice. Also, new Mario Kart. What? It's been 10 years since we had new Mario Kart. True. 348 likes. Let's go. What's up, Meat Puppet? Yep, it sure came out. They just didn't do the announcement that they were going to do this last night, which is crazy because if they would have announced it last night, this would have gotten like 1 million views in like, you know, the first 10 minutes, right? But look, it's been out for 2 hours. Oh, now it has 1 million views. But in the first hour, it only had 25,000 views, which is mind-blowing.
I'm just gonna turn my lights back on. There we go. Oh yeah, begin the kissing ground. Oh yeah, Riz Mafia for sure. They're gonna make a bunch of revisions. I'm gonna buy this one on launch day, and then I'm gonna buy a Switch OLED. I figured out what was going wrong with my YouTube and fixed it, by the way. 532 views came from you looping. Yeah, probably. This one is not OLED. Nope. It's a LCD screen. Unfortunately. No, the Switch 2 is not OLED. It's a much better LCD screen than the Switch 1. Like, technology for LCD screens has come a long way since, 2016 is when they started making them. Even though it released in 2017. But, so like almost 10 years ago. So the screen is going to be way better than the Switch 1 screen. But also worse than the Switch OLED screen. But yeah, I'm probably getting ready to wrap up stream now. Thank you guys for geeking out with me and let me show off my my new toy. Shout out to Ambernick. Shout out to Miyu. Yeah, subscribe to the channel and I'll put my my review of the Miyu flip up next week. And then I will at some point make a video comparing the two. I kind of want to wait till there's new like operating systems available for the Miyu Flip before I do a full-blown comparison. But I might do a shorter comparison like this month. Oh, this is a Xenoblade trailer. Whatever, we'll let that play. Trailer month, April, is what I'm thinking. It's so funny. In the chat yesterday, there were so many people ragging on Nate the Hate. And I haven't seen a single person be like, wow, Nate the Hate was right. Like, not a single person's talking about how he was right. Like, they name him by name when they think he's wrong. But when he's right, they're just like, wow, the rumors were right. But those same people are like, Nate the Hate was wrong, not those rumors are wrong. So when he's right, he doesn't get credit. But when he's wrong, he gets blamed. Crazy. The switch up, pun intended, is crazy. Yeah, if it's 7:24 for you, then you're on the West Coast. There's no more announcements, Shaft. That's it for now. I have a package out for delivery. What the hell did I order?
I have no idea. That's why I didn't comment about the Nate leak. I chose to wait and see. That is the rational thing to do. That's a rational, that's what you should do. With so many people, sorry I joined late. Don't worry about it. There's no specific release date. However, we know it's not releasing before June. So the earliest it can release is June. And the reason we know that is because they announced they're going to have some previews, right? So if they're previewing it, it can't be out. And the last preview is June 1st. So it can't be before June 1st, but it could be right after. Ubisoft just tweeted, "We're in love," with a picture of the Switch 2. I wonder if they're going to make some announcements. I'm really excited to see like what third parties start announcing now that they're allowed to talk about it. Let's see. $357 likes. Hey, is Borfest still in the chat? Because I have a question for him if he is. Thank you guys for all the likes. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be wrapping up the stream here in like the next 10 minutes or so. So we'll chill for a few. Because a big fan of Switches look that much more enticing than Switch 1. I mean, in terms of hardware features, it's not that different. However, the Joy-Cons can be used as a mouse, which will be cool for like Civilization, maybe a new Mario Paint, but playing first-person shooters and being able to use a mouse will be pretty cool. But in terms of like the way it plays games, it's a huge upgrade. Like it's gonna play games so much better. So yeah, absolutely incredibly enticing, to answer your question. And I take it Borfest is not here. But what I was going to ask him is, he was saying on my last video of the desk that I say my girlfriend too many times. And I'm just wondering, would it sound better if I would have just said Brittany every time instead of my girlfriend? I'm always weird about using like people's like real names in videos because like I just don't know if they're cool with it or not. Like I know she would be, but I have this weird thing in my head where I'm like, are they just saying they're cool with it because they don't want to like make it seem like an issue and really it does make them uncomfortable in some way? I overthink it. Oh yeah, for Splatoon. But I kind of like the gyro controls on Splatoon. But I'm a madman. What can I say? Use GF. So like instead of saying girlfriend, just say my GF. I feel like that would get more annoying if I kept saying that. Maybe I just need to just say for her. Like, so I got these for her because I don't know. It's good to think about. Let's see. So yeah, as of tomorrow, you can sign up for the Nintendo Switch 2 experience list if you live near Los Angeles, Dallas, or New York City. And you want to try to make one of those events, you can sign up and you might get randomly selected to win a ticket. Dude, someone just replied to my tweet and their name is Double D Pads. You have the best username. Oh, okay, I got you, Ulysses. I just need to say it less, I think. Honestly, if you added the desk build for my girlfriend in the video tagline, you wouldn't have had to have mentioned her at all. Yeah, that's true. I struggle with sponsored content of like what to call it. And like, I don't know. I thought since my channel was basically a dead channel and I'm trying to resurrect it, that like I would take on sponsorships at the beginning, and that way, even when views were low, I would still feel like, you know, I was gaining something from it and it would help boost my confidence. But honestly, sponsored videos are really, really hard to make. And they limit my creativity so much. And it's kind of like reminding me why I stopped doing them for the moment. So I got to reevaluate. Oh yeah, I know that, Big Dig, that people are never satisfied, but there's also criticism that is constructive, and Borefest is someone whose opinion I greatly value. I'm worried about how secure the magnet for the Joy-Cons will be. I'm not, because it's not just a magnet. They make it look that way, but the magnet activates a metal bar that will go into it to keep it like, so it won't pull off. You have to pull it off this way. So it can't like, it can't come off any other way other than directly pulling it out straight. They did not announce when pre-orders will take place, but they announced that there's going to be a Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. And Best Buy announced that they have a notification for pre-orders, but that Best Buy expects them to happen April 2nd. So I'd say we've got like a 99% chance that pre-orders happen April 2nd, right after the Direct is over. I have no updates for NVIDIA pre-orders, but if you want updates for that, I would follow Leblorst of Times on Twitter. Go on Twitter and just search Lbot. You'll find them, and then you can turn notifications on. Oh, no problem, OG White Rice. I got you. All right, I don't know if there's even enough people here to make this happen that haven't liked the stream already. But if by some miracle we could get up to 400 likes before I end the stream, I would end it with a hype sesh. Spoilers, I'm gonna end it with a hype sesh anyways, but ending stream's always sad because like I'm having fun just chilling, just talking to you guys. But I know people are leaving the stream. I don't want to keep people here for too long. And I definitely want to get you guys that hype sesh. All right. Any SD card available? Not yet. So just so you guys know, Nintendo Switch 2 is not going to use the regular SD cards. I'm sure well, I'm not sure. They may be compatible, but they're going to use micro SD Express, which are 10 times faster than any SD card we've ever had before. They're almost like an SSD. Not quite that fast, but like much closer. And obviously those are a lot more expensive than regular SSD cards, but not too much. It's not like crazy. 367 likes, getting closer. You know what? I'll settle for 375. If 8 more people like the stream, we'll go into the hype sesh. What's up with the Midnight Black pre-orders? Yeah, they're available everywhere and they're not selling out. I have links in the description, but you can also get them at Best Buy and PlayStation Direct. 369? Hell yeah, dude. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Make sure to check out the desk, my last video, the desk setup one and the desk accessories, if you have time today. And if you leave a comment under this live stream after it ends on your opinion of the Switch 2, I'm definitely going to go through and read them. So I'll read your comments on the video too if you have any criticism or just anything you like about it. But right now, it's time to get hype. I just realized I didn't do a hype sesh to start because the Switch, it was announced right at the start of the stream. So yeah, we got to do this. Everyone, today there was doubt in the air, but Nintendo didn't make us wait. They dropped the big one. The Nintendo Switch 2 is coming. And so are we. Because we are now something that you don't have to pre-order. It's already in stock. Finger gun. Loaded with my logo. Inspired to my fingertips into your heart. Prepare yourself for an hype session. Alright, baby. Let's get that camera back up. Dude, I slammed my phone on the ground at the beginning of that. Okay, I think it's just the screen protector that shattered. The phone. No, that's just glass from the screen protector. That made a noise. That made a noise. Ugh. That is the dance I'll be doing when I go to pick up my Switch 2. Hell yeah. They're gonna head out. Yeah, no, we're ending the stream right now. Thank you guys, everyone that came here, that dropped the like, that listened to my ranting of my new little Game Boy Advance like device. You know, I appreciate all you guys, and yeah, look out for more videos coming on that device. I'll drop videos when pre-order info comes out, all that stuff. They ain't a proper hype session. Phones aren't getting broken. Exactly. All right. Good night, guys. Good night. Day has just begun. Good morning, guys. And I will see you soon. Peace.